Hello beautiful souls and welcome to the November check-in for Libra signs. As usual, only take what resonates. This is going to be just a general check-in, so take it as it fits and leave the rest. Okay guys, so what's coming out for your reading? Let's start with these archetypes. We have the Vessel and the Underworld. I feel like there's a lot of unrest at this time happening in your body, deep within you. So it's time to rest, to rejuvenate. For some of you, you could have health troubles, but I feel like more that's the kind of a psychic or stress thing going on. And it has to do with the energies that are going on at the moment on the planet, because I see so much shifting, so much in transformation, and egos and masks falling away all over the place. And I think that this is you confronting your own shadows. And of course, this can have an effect on your body as well. So you could have rashes, you could feel nauseous, you could kind of have digestive problems or just feel sick. You know, the Vessel is everything that contains energy. And I feel like there's a lot of emotional turmoil going on or will be going on in the month of November. But that's a good thing actually, because whenever the underworld is stirring, it's time to release things and to work through your shadows and not push it aside, but confront it and deal with it. Okay, so there's a lot of growth here actually, even if it might not feel comfortable when you're going through it, but you will be rewarded when you do the work. That's what I'm getting strongly here. So it's also a time of self-care and rest and rejuvenating as much as you can, especially when it comes to your mind, your emotions, your psyche. We have the Royal You and the beautiful uncaging. And this is exactly the energy that I'm getting with the Underworld, because this is you kind of releasing old structures around your heart, walls that you have built up around your heart. This is you freeing yourself from old ways of thinking, from old emotional hurts. And whenever this comes up, you know, it can be intense, but just know that you are going to be set up so much stronger then and so much more healed. With the Royal You, you see your true self shining here is what I'm getting. So you're kind of doing away with all the masks, all the kind of things that you have built up to protect yourself. It's kind of a revelation of sorts when it comes to yourself, to who you truly are. So let yourself shine brightly to the world, know how beautiful you are, and accept everything in yourself, also the negative parts of yourself, because we all have that. I meet a lot of people who are very spiritual, who work on themselves, or who kind of want to work on themselves by being very positive all the time. But it's not only about being positive. You cannot stand in the light without throwing a shadow. It's not even possible. So try to accept everything that comes up, because if you just focus on the light, you know, the pendulum goes in both directions. And the dark will come up. The shadows that are not integrated, they will come up sooner or later. So better deal with it when they come up. I wonder what will happen next in the reverse. So it's time for you to be more adventurous, to get out of your comfort zone, to be curious and start manifesting your dreams. It feels like you are holding back a little bit. You feel stuck. But I'm sensing that in the month of November, you will break out of this cage, this kind of own limiting beliefs that you might have built within yourself. Of course, we are all reacting upon experiences in our lives and people in our lives, but it's time for you to know that you can manifest your destiny. And it's not only time to know that, because I'm sure you know that, but it's time to get active and do it actually. So this is a kind of a thing that's like, I see muddy, murky waters where there's a lot of ground and mud stirring up, and the water is very dark and brownish and not very pleasant, but I feel like that's settling. It's coming up, it's doing something. So this is some progress that you're going through by working with your shadows, with some uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable limiting beliefs that will come up. And sometimes these things can be thrown at us in forms of mirrors by other people, by situations that we have to confront, but always listen to the feeling that it stirs within you, because that's what needs to be healed. You cannot change a person, you cannot change the outside world, but you can change the way you feel about something by looking at it, by sitting with it, by accepting it and healing it. Acceptance is healing, and what you don't look at will get stronger. I can promise you that out of own experience. So try to address it when it comes up, even if it might seem uncomfortable, but the waters are going to settle and they're going to get clear is what I'm getting. Nonsense, it's time to talk sense, and it's a card of endings and new beginnings, so it's time to set more boundaries or kind of be more truthful to yourself. Also when it comes to your own shadows is what I'm getting, but also when it comes to other people, stand up for yourself, shine brightly, do not be afraid to shine your light is what I'm getting. And we have messages for a rabbit, so you could be dealing with animals, with rabbits. Some of you could be into animal communication. This closeness that you could have to animals, and I'm also getting this could be a close friend of yours or a kind of a soul family. Some people, they will give you a lot of insight into how to deal with these uncomfortable emotions as they arise. They will have some guidance for you, or just connecting with these people or animals will give you so much love and help you through times that might be a bit restless is what I'm getting. So we also have Three of Fire. This is good because this means you are on the way out of something that is stuck. You moving forward towards your success. You're very hopeful, optimistic. There is progress in this card. It's also a card of being very creative when it comes to moving forward towards your wishes, your dreams. So you are on the right path. But we have the Nine of Air here, so you could be very much in your head. Again, this restlessness here that I'm getting, it's a lot of thoughts, a lot of, can I do this? Maybe that's not for me. Maybe it's, what happens if it doesn't work out? Am I good enough? Yeah, all these worries, that stress, that anxiety that's going on, it's time to let that go here. And Three of Water also talks about community, friendships, and connecting to like-minded souls. Can also be animals, of course, for some of you. It's about cherishing these friendships and relying on them, because they can give you a lot of comfort and insight. So do not close yourself off, because somebody might stir some feelings within you, but it's more like cherish everything that comes up and do not be afraid to open up is what I'm getting here, okay? And you can talk to your animals about stuff also, you know, if you want to unload what's in your chest or what's on your shoulders here. But I see you solving something here, and I feel like you will shine much more brighter after this, after dealing with the shadow. We have the Wholeness card. This is the Ace of Pentacles. In this Osho deck, it's called Wholeness. And it's in the reverse, so it feels like you might feel like you are not complete, but that's because you might not have looked at your shadow, because this is what makes us complete. Just being in the light and being positive and trying to do the good stuff, it's not always the right thing to do, especially in the world of polarity. We have polarity. I'm not saying be a bad person, but take accountability for yourself, and also for your negative thoughts and for your, I don't know what, anger issues. It doesn't really matter what it is, your negative belief systems, your self-consciousness, it doesn't matter what it is, can be different. I'm not saying that you are like that, Libra, but whatever it is for you, see yourself as this whole person. As long as we try to push away parts of ourselves, we are not going to feel integrated and whole. And there's some inner turmoil going on with the Five of Wands. So it's time for you to fix stuff within yourself by accepting it, by not pushing it down anymore. And this is what's going on a worldly basis right now, because a lot of things are falling apart, because people cannot be unauthentic anymore. Whatever you have tried to sweep under the carpet, to not look at, to kind of feel like that's not you, that you don't want to address that. I am over this. I'm not hurt anymore. It might not be true, because things might be coming up, and that's what I see all over the place, also within myself. There are so many things that are coming up, and it's time to be authentic and really be true to yourself and take accountability for that stuff. Okay, so that's really important here. So what else do we have for you guys here? What is coming towards you? Yeah, whatever you are dealing with, just know that you and your loved ones are safe. It's a time of intense emotions here with the Cancer energy. Also, your intuition is very heightened at this time. Be bold and make the first move with cardinal moon, and cardinal sign is Cancer, is also a cardinal sign. So, and you are a cardinal sign too. So it's time to get active, act on your dreams, follow through on your wishes, and do not be afraid. And whenever you feel like you cannot do something, just know that it's just a shadow aspect of yourself that wants to be released. Balance spirituality and practicality, so try to do both. Try to work on yourself spiritually, but also take active steps in the physical world and make a plan. You could be dealing with a Pisces here as well. Libra, what else do we have for you? Two of Pentacles in the reverse, so there's some turmoil, some up and down, some imbalance going on, especially when it comes to your physical health. So it's important that you get back into balance, that you do some yoga, do some meditation, go out into nature, whatever feels right for you. Can be different for everybody, but it's time for you to work on yourself. So don't drain your energy too much is what I'm getting. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse, so there could be issues when it comes to your self-confidence. So it's really important that you start believing in yourself, that you work through these issues where you feel like you're not good enough, because that stems from somewhere. At some point in your life, maybe in childhood, somebody might have given you the feeling like you're not good enough, or maybe you have acquired that feeling through some experience that you had. Just know that this was just an experience. It's not your truth. It doesn't have to be your truth, okay? So try to work through that. But I see justice. So this is karmic rewards coming in for you. This is balance. So there is a sense of restoration of peace and karmic order and law and order. So whatever is meant for you will come towards you. And that's a good reward, not a bad one. Just know that things will fall into place. And this is just an adjustment period for you. We have the Queen of Cups, so it's time to dive deep into your emotions and look at what needs healing, look at your own heart's desires, follow your intuition and follow your inner guidance. Strength in the reverse, like I said, I feel like some of you might feel drained, are a bit on the, I don't want to say sick, that's such a, I don't like the word, but you know what I mean. It just feels like there are things coming up that you can also feel on a physical level, but mostly for you I'm feeling like it's emotional or kind of this restless energy. It's mind and emotions. And the Nine of Wands, it's the wounded warrior. So there is some things for sure that are coming up for you to look at, and the Nine of Wands is an encouragement for you to hang on in there and do the work and do not run away from it, because you're almost there. It might feel, like I said, it might gonna get a bit rough, a bit tumultuous in the month of November, especially when it comes to your emotions, but they are only coming up for you to heal, to resolve, and you will come out so much stronger then. It's really important here to do the work, but also to look out for yourself, to rely on friends and animals, on soul family here, and work through this, because I see you opening up so much more, getting so much stronger and following your wish fulfillment. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye, take care.